Hello, I am Sanjay Bhandarkar, founder of Kaizen.in, a idea-based Kaizen implementation solution. The war is not won with bayonets, but with effective organization. Through accelerating productivity, or through effective cost saving, or through positive environment, revenue or income can be increased 1000% in next 10 years. It can also impact your customer satisfaction. Our Kaizen solution based on idea generated by employees and implementing, standardizing and evaluating these ideas through Kaizens will achieve your organizational goals. Idea generated can be from opportunities, from problems or issues, from constraints, from defect, from wastages, from best practices, or from IT utilization. The major feature of our solution are employees generate ideas. It will be approved or rejected by the head of the department as well as the business excellence team. Once the business excellence team approves this idea, the idea is implemented by the ideator or the user who created the idea. He submits that idea. His manager approve or reject this idea based on the implementation. Next, it will be approved or rejected by the department head. Once it is approved by department head, it will be, if any cost benefit is attached to this idea or Kaizen, it will go to finance and accounts team to approve cost benefits. Once either HOD or finance approves this idea, it will be finally approved, evaluated and approved by business excellence team based on the simplicity, based on the financial benefits, based on investment, and based on originality of the idea. So once the idea is evaluated and approved by the business excellence team, it will be archived, it will be standardized and archived, and it will become a benchmark based on which it can be implemented horizontally. So few benefits of our solutions are: now we will look how to register a new customer based on new location or new branch or new office. So this is done in the main form, that is the login screen, as you can see here, login screen. So to register a new customer with new office, new plant or new branch, click this hyperlink, that is register your company. Enter all the details mentioned and then click join now. If company and location is already registered, then your registration will be rejected. But if it is not registered, then based on your contact details, that is contact person and his email registered, the admin rights to start using our eKaizen.in with 2 free credits to create ideas is generated and mailed to the registered mail ID. The generated user name is the registered email ID, and the password is generated and along with the username is mailed to the registered email ID. So with 2 credits you can create new ideas, submit that ideas and implement that ideas through Kaizen. As a admin, to start before the user could start using this software, as an admin you need to open the admin page to create, update new users, also update company information, so that creating new departments, creating new designation, etc., or uploading logo of the company will be done before a user start using the software. So when you click administrator menu at the top, so you have 2 sub menus, that is user list and company information. Let us start with company information. So again there is sub menu which says company details, department list and designation list. Now in company details you can update any information missing related to your company, also upload the logo and then update the information. In department list you can add the department, also mention the format required in the reference number, that the format to appear in the reference number in your Kaizen implemented. And then save the department. If you want to update, you can click on that particular name and then update that department details. If you want to add another new department, you can click first clear for new department, then type again that new department, and then save department. Similarly, I can add new designations and let's say save designation. Now let us create a new user for this company. So to create a new user, you have to click the new user button, enter the details, that is software username. So this should be the employee official email ID, name, then employee company's ID, that is employee ID, select the department, select designation, You can mention the contact number, joining date. This is monthly target occasion. Then this is important to give the privileges to use the software. If approved to use is unchecked, so it means that the user is blocked and cannot use the software. Other details like Kaizen creation, supervisor or manager approval, HOD approval, finance approver, BE, or whether he is having a admin rights. So you can mention whether he can create a Kaizen, whether he is a manager or supervisor who can approve that Kaizen, whether you can mention HOD, whether the user is a HOD, head of the department, whether he belongs to finance and accounting, or whether he belongs to business excellence team to approve the Kaizens. So you can mention, you can give privileges based on the available here. So also you can add temporary or contract employees in your user list. Once it is added, the user can start entering new ideas in our eKaizen.in software. Now let us create Kaizens. Let us create ideas and then implement that idea as Kaizen. To start, let me give privileges to the Kaizen creator, then HODs, managers, then the finance and business excellence team. Here I'll give all the privileges or all the rights to the same ID, but you can mention it to different IDs. So the workflow will be based on the selection of privileges. I'll go to say admin, then I'll go to this admin user, then I'll select my name, and I have mentioned all the privileges to single ID. Then say update. Then I log off. Now again log on from that ID. I am logging as a user. Now this user I have given entire privileges to a single ID. Go back to home. Now here I have the workflow defined here. The left hand side is the status of my ideas and Kaizen, and right hand side, in case I am a approver, whether I can be HOD or manager, supervisor or business excellence or finance. So whatever pending with me for approval, so that will be reflected in the right hand side. In the left hand side, any Kaizen that I have created, that is either it is approved by certain people or rejected by certain heads. So that will be mentioned in the left hand side. So the first one is I have created a Kaizen but it is pending to be submitted. Sorry, I have created the idea but it is pending to be submitted. The second is I have created the idea. My head of the department has rejected this Kaizen. Then the third one is I have created the Kaizen but business excellence team has rejected that idea. Once in case business excellence has accepted the Kaizen idea, so in the next next section it will be highlighted as pending for implementation. Similarly, if I submit that Kaizen and in case my manager has rejected this Kaizen for rework, so it will appear in the next line. Similarly HOD, similarly finance, and similarly business excellence team. Any rejections will appear here as numbers. So in case now what is the status in case the idea I have submitted and where it is currently under whose, whether it is pending with HOD, whether it is pending with business excellence, or I have submitted a Kaizen, whether it is pending with my manager or my head of the department or finance or business excellence team. Then finally I have the Kaizen that is successfully implemented once business excellence team evaluate and approve the Kaizens. Below are other statistics based on department and based on overall organization for that location or plant or office or branch. Now I want to create a new idea. To create a new idea, I'll click this button, this icon, which is at the left hand corner. So this to create a new idea, I click this, enter the, now here I can enter this data. Area can be whether within the department which area, in case machine, I can identify the machine. So here I will say HR, then I will say the benchmark. Now here is the traceability of employee certificate. Through online software. I'll say this as IP utilization. I can mention whether it is opportunity, effect, constraint, or wastage, adoption of best practices, etc. Now here I can say 1 lakh and I mention say 20 lakhs. Theme is to improve traceability of employee certificate. I can define the idea in detail in description. manage feasibility of and link them link the software to learning management system and HR system. So you can mention the improvements in terms of numericals. I'll mention 0 here. Then I can select the HOD of my department, department head. Once I do that, I can save, I can submit. If some additional data I need to put, I can save it and I can close it, and later stage I can submit that particular idea. So since it is pending for submission, you can see here it is available in this list. Now here let me select this, then I'll select that idea, so I can save as not just single idea, it can be multiple ideas. Later I can submit that idea. Now single idea I have saved. I can mention team required to submit this idea apart from as a idea suggested by me or implementation. If I need more team based on different department or same department, I can mention that team and save that member. It will be listed. I can have additional 2 members for implementing this idea. I'll submit now. Once I submit, this is reduced and you can see now it is pending with HOD. So here it is available. I'll select this. Now here I can approve or reject. If I reject, I need to comment the reason for rejection. Here I mention approve. Close this. I'll go back to home. Now again you can see now it is available as business excellence because I have mentioned myself as HOD, myself as business excellence. So I have set all the privileges to myself. Now you can see the flow has moved to business excellence. I'll select this, then I'll click this. Again I have the option of approve and reject for rework, so I'll say approve and then go back to that home, and now the Kaizen is available for implementation. So I'll go as a user, I can for users. So as a user I'll open this. So details are available. I can mention the problem. I can mention the countermeasure. Then I can mention what is the before and what is after, or I can attach the images of those in case image is available. Then I'll select the manager for approval. In case I can mention cost saving, cost benefit is mentioned, so I can mention the cost benefits. So then I'll say for the impact. So I'm improving the productivity. So I can mention whether it's productivity, cost, quality, cost saving, delivery, etc. So and then I have this POPA OK. So POPA OK can mention whether it's prevention, reduction, submission, etc. And then I'll go up and then I'll save. Then I'll go to root cause. I'll come to root cause, that is YY analysis. I can say why. And the training schedules. No. So I have mentioned the YY analysis. So this YY analysis can grow from one. It can be 1 or it can be 5 or it can be more than 5 also. The final Y will become the root cause of this problem. So it is automatically selected. Now next I'll select, say, the results. Results could be, say, I can say time saving, type is productivity. Now here I can mention, say, in hours. So here I can say, here I have this before should be greater than or less than. I can say before should be, here for me before is greater and after is less. So I'll mention 3 hours, 5 hours. Then I'll say benefits, productivity increases by 40%. So it is tangible. Then I'll say tangible. In case I'm saving any cost, I can mention that cost benefit so that the finance and accounts team can validate this cost saving. So finally I'll say standardization. So here standardization, I can say whether it is SOP or work instruction, whether it is 1 point lesson or preventive maintenance, control plans, drawings, FMES, etc. Others. I'll say 1 point lesson. I can mention the reference number. Then I can say whether it's a new or a revised one. So I'll say new. Then I'll create one. 1 point lesson. I'll save this and then I'll attach this and I'll say save row. So it is available. Then I can, if I want, I can view this. So it is available for me to view. Further to that, I can put some comments for my approvers to read. I can do this horizontal deployment in case it is a very valuable suggestion, idea. Also I can upload any other further information, that is attachments, I can attach here. And once I completed all these things, so I'll save this and then submit it for approval. Now I'll go back home. Here you can see now it is 3. It was previously 3, now it is 2. Now the Kaizen is with the manager. Now as a manager, I have this one pending for approval. I'll open that. So this is the format I get as a approver. So I cannot make any changes. If anything has to be done, any rework has to be done, it has to be rejected and the user who has created this question has to do it himself. So I'll say approve now. Now it is moved to HOD. You can see here HOD. I'll say HOD approval. Select the Kaizen. Again we'll have the same format with all the details, with company logo, with the registration number, idea registration number, theme, problems, benefits, then YY analysis, before after. In case image is there, this will appear below the text. Then we have results, then we have standardization. This standardization can be viewed. Then we have approvers, then I'll say approve. Since this doesn't have cost benefit, it has not gone to finance and accounts. If cost benefit is there, the, the flow of work will be after HOD approval, it will move to finance. Now since there is no cost benefit involved, so it will go directly to the business excellence team. So business excellence team now can open this. Same format, but additional thing is the evaluation. So here they can give the points. So here investment, say out of 20 is 12. Out of 40, I'll say 30 for simplicity. Then financial benefit, if it is giving out of 20, I'll say 15. And finally originality of idea. So now based on the above, the total final points are available here. So this final points, the company can provide different rewards based on the points that is being allocated or evaluated by the business excellence team. So I finally approve this. Once I approve this, here you can see my Kaizen. I have implemented 2 Kaizens now. So 2 Kaizens are implemented. If I want to see this Kaizen, so I have this status, entire status with me. Now similarly, if I say here I have registered in my departments, overall department 6 Kaizens have been registered, out of which 4 have been approved for implementation and 2 have been implemented successfully. The same results are available in the reports. So I can have Kaizen summary, Kaizen tracking, individual wise, Kaizen tracking department wise, category, and participation and contribution rate. Now let us say summary. Now I'll say all department. So month wise. So month is September 2006. So all department. I'll say show. So I have this list of all the Kaizen. I can export it to Excel if it is required. Similarly, Kaizen tracking, I'll say department wise, I'll say admin, and I'll say show. I can say who are all available in this department and what is their contribution. So here we can see 2 in the month of September. It has been successfully completed. Similarly, department wise tracking. So department-wise tracking with opening balance and closing balance for the last 3 years, and then for this year, what is the status, and participation rate. Participation and contribution rate. Number of employees in this department is 1 and contributed 2, successfully implemented cases, and contribution is 2, and participation rate is, since only 1 employee is there, so what is the rate based on employees? How many employees are actually participating in the Kaizen or idea generation and implementing it through Kaizen. So this is about Kaizen software. Usage. Thank you very much.